Mr. Reddit Man presents. What is your golden rule? Have more than you show. Speak less than you know. Do not get arrested in a foreign country. I'm in Kenya right now doing volunteer work. I have a friend of a friend who's a cop who let me look into a jail cell in his precinct. That convinced me to never, ever get on the wrong side of a Kenyan cop. The room was 8 foot x 5 feet with a 3x4 plank of old rotting wood. Everywhere that wasn't the rotting wood was covered in shite, piss and dirt. There was no toilet. If you commit a crime in Kenya as petty as speeding, there's technically no real speed limit in most places. The cop basically tells you what you did wrong and asks for a bribe, and you can't pay up immediately. The bribe, which can range from $4,400 depending on the douchiness of the cop and how nice you look. You go sit in this cell until you get a court date. There's no ticket system of paying later. Your options are pay the bribe, call a politically powerful friend, or jail cell. The cop will follow you to an ATM if you do not have enough cash right there. I'd rather get mugged at gunpoint than have to deal with a cop here. Better yet, do not assume that being from your country makes you exempt from the laws of the country you're visiting. If I had a peso for every tourist who has complained to me about having been arrested in Mexico for petty stuff like carrying guns, drugs, driving drunk, trying to pick up underage girls and drunkenly destroying property. If you do not like a situation, leave. So many people I know live in misery because they are too afraid to leave a bad situation. Bad job, bad relationship, whatever. It's scary of course, and it can be hard. I'm not saying it's easy, but it can be done, and most of the time you will be better for it. Do it without saying you're doing it. Tell the truth with as few words as possible. The other guy's probably having a shite day, so let it go if you can. I try not to pick petty fights with other drivers, waiters, someone at a store, etc. The one rule of driving that never, ever is wrong. When you're driving, everybody else on the road is an idiot and it's your job to watch out. Also, never give in to a road rager. If they're driving past you in a rage, just keep staring straight ahead. They would not get the satisfaction of validating their rage if you rage with them.
Here's an old poem. Here lies the body of William J., who died maintaining his right of way. He was right, dead right, as he sped along. But he's just as dead as if he were wrong.
Never underestimate the stupidity of people in large groups.
Or just in general.
Just think of how stupid the average person is, and then realize half of them are even stupider. George Carlin. Do not give up what you want most for what you want now. Whatever you do in life, leave it better than you found it. Do not sweat the petty things, and do not pet the sweaty things. Be the person your dog thinks you are. Treat others the way you want to be treated, unless they're a complete douchebag. Then treat others the way you want to be treated right in front of him, and ignore his douchebag ass. Never date a close friend's ex. A lot of people disagree with me on this, but it will be a rule I would not break. Even if the friend says it's cool, deep down they probably would not like it. 2. Hope like an optimist. Plan like a pessimist. Never stop learning, it keeps your mind young. Never stop dancing, it keeps your body young. Never stop loving, it keeps your spirit old. Do what you want, and do it because you enjoy it. Do not live your life the way others think you should. Also, if you walk into a cinema that is essentially empty, do not sit in the seat right next to me. You literally have the choice of basically the entire theater. Those with the gold make the rules. Do not duck with people who prepare your food. I have worked in a lot of restaurants, and no matter how pissed everyone in the kitchen is, we usually do not duck with the food because we want to keep our jobs.
Usually.
Do not worry. Take it easy. When you get a flat on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, and as soon as you take out your spare it deflates, all there is to do is laugh while your friend or the tow truck gets there. Relax. Every minor problem isn't not the end of your world. If she'll cheat with you, she'll cheat on you. If it takes less than 5 minutes, do it now. Be kind to everyone. It's amazing what a little kindness can do. I have been lucky enough to befriend bikers, scientists, ex-cons, farmers in the jungle, millionaires and artists by just being nice. Not goody two shoes nice, but just trying to remember everyone is a person initially deserving of respect and kindness. That's a great answer, everyone. From the guy who cut you off in traffic, to the waiter host not keeping up with your refills, to the old lady scrounging up change at the register and making you late for something. They're all just trying to make it through their day, just as you are. The world does not revolve around you, and people do not do these things to piss you off. If someone's being rude, do not think what a ducking dick. Simply remind yourself that the likely having a bad day and a snappy response of yours would not help anyone, neither you nor them. If anything, it will keep perpetuating the anger and ruin the day of the next person you talk to. Just be nice. Try to make other people's days better, and your day, I promise, will get better in the process. Never trust a fart. Fun story. When my grandfather and grandmother were dating, they took a drive out into the woods to go parking, which I guess is old people speak for making out. Well, while they were making out, things were getting hot and heavy and my grandfather needed to pass wind. Not wanted to stop and ruin the moment he thought he could get away with a one-cheek sneak. A few moments later my grandmother stopped kissing him and asked, "What's that smell?" My grandfather immediately broke down crying, and in between his sobs my grandmother heard I shite myself. His fart turned to a shart. They rode the rest of the way back to town with their heads out the window, and she still ended up marrying him. The only way to get respect is to give it. If I say I'm going to do something, it'll do it. Otherwise, I would not say it. Cannot stand flaky people. Also, no cheating on girlfriends. I have had it done to me, and would never inflict that pain on anyone else. And turn up on time for stuff. People who are always late annoy the hell out of me. And it's just disrespectful to the person you're meeting to keep them hanging around. You can teach your children how to hate. Teach them how to fight. I will teach my children how to love. And love with all of their might. Matisayahu. Maybe you think it's cheesy, but I think it's beautiful. There's a lot of hate in this world. And hate breeds hate. If she nags constantly, cries about petty issues and demands your 100% devotion, then you're better single. Never ever betray friends. At what point in your life they may be the only family you have. Friends are more important than most people realize. To me, my friends are family, and to betray them honestly disgusts me. Heard this recently, and I really liked it. Only do one very illegal thing at a time. Always do the double flush when you poop at someone else's house. Everybody is going through things, whether it's financially, socially, medically, emotionally, family, etc. Because of this, show compassion to everyone. Give more patience. That guy that cut you off, he might be a veteran who is dealing with PTSD. Somebody being rude to you at the store, upset because she just found out she has been cheated on. I'm not saying go hug everyone, but a little compassion and patience can go a long way. In some situations, it can help someone break free from their problems, even if it's just for a minute. Moderation. The good, the bad. Everything in life needs balance. Trust your instincts. Today you, tomorrow me. Never ask someone to do something you would not do. Stay optimistic, stay humble, and always leave a place better than when you got there. Do not seek credit after doing something kind. The mark of a good person is kindness with no thought of reward. Social attention and credit are rewards. If you know somebody long enough and pay attention, you can get a pretty good idea about the scope of their kindness. Only to friends, only when being observed, etc. If you bust somebody having been nice and thinking they were doing so anonymously, keep them as a friend. The sobering fact is that when you really start paying attention and looking for this quality in people, you begin over time to discover that it's a bit rarer than you hope. Another thing to look for and start noticing in people, especially romantic partners. How do they react in that split second after somebody makes a mistake in their presence? A lot of people seek to draw attention to or score social points from the mistakes of others. This can manifest in very subtle ways, like taking a beat to enjoy the moment when somebody is wrong or in error, or repeating back to you your error after you apologize or correct it already. People who are not at all eager to emphasize others' mistakes and are not at all eager to make sure they get noticed are the best long-term partners. If you make a wrong turn, misremember a fact, duck up a procedure, etc., then what is their immediate default reaction? Do you find that they want to make sure attention is focused on the mistake before moving past the situation? Or do they immediately mobilize to assist and minimize? Do they enjoy correcting you? Or do they simply inform? Do not enter a long-term relationship with somebody who scores points If you start paying close attention you will realize that most people do, and maybe that has something to do with the number of old married couples that tolerate each other at best, rather than remain genuinely happy in each other's company. If you are reading this, you watched until the end of the video. Smash that like button if you have enjoyed it. Bam. On screen there should be some more videos similar to this. So either go do something else, or watch more videos. That's about it. There is no more here. What are you waiting for, a secret message or something? This is not a secret, but subscribe for more videos like this.